Well, hello, Dr. Jeff Galini here, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Scientist. This show is about busting myths, bringing you the truth. Hey, this question comes in fairly regularly. This is by Dayar, and he goes on to say, my cousin and I have wanted to take creatine for some time, but there's a study from 2009 relating increased DHT and hair loss. Can you please give us some insight on this, because we would love to try your product, Kre-Alkalyn. Well, first of all, thanks so much for your message. I love getting these great questions and answering them. First of all, DHT is dihydrotestosterone. It's a hormone that is in our bodies. Now, let's talk about this study. 2009, small little study, was not peer-reviewed. It was done in South Africa. They used a few rugby players, and they're claiming that, you know, when they gave them oral creatine, their DHT levels increased. That was about it. I have never seen anything else legit out there. And let's face it, creatine monohydrate has been on the market since I introduced it way back in the 80s, and Kre-Alkalyn has been out for almost 20 years now. I've been using it for over 20 years. I have not had a hair loss problem, and hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of people, probably millions, who have used Kre-Alkalyn. I've never once had anybody report that they took it for a short period or a long-term period like myself and have had any hair loss. So we got to be careful with studies, because there is so much stuff that is on the internet and things that flow through social media that are all opinions and are not based on facts. And most studies that you read about, if they haven't been peer-reviewed and they haven't been published, and it isn't a real good study that has a lot of people, you need to be a little skeptical. This, again, was a study. This is what they found. But again, I don't know all the conditions. I don't think they had enough people. They didn't do it long enough. And there was no documentation in it that said taking creatine would cause hair loss. Now, I recently, last year, wrote a book on hair loss. So if you want to find out what really causes hair loss and what you can do about it, send me an email, drj@allamph.com, and I'll send you an ebook absolutely free, and that'll really give you the truth about hair loss. So to answer your question, no, Kre-Alkalyn will not cause hair loss. It's safe for you to use, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I'm going to go ahead and send you some samples so you guys can try out for yourself. Take it for a little test drive before you actually go purchase. All right, thanks so much for the question. God bless.